Today, we're talking about tacos. No, not the kind that you eat, but rather the acronym that stands for Trump Always Chickens Out. Apparently, that's what Wall Street is referring to Donald Trump as over his tariffs policy, where he continues to promise one thing and then quickly backtrack and do something different the next day. Today, in the Oval Office, Donald Trump was asked what he thought about Wall Street thinking that he was a chicken over his economic policy, and Trump raged. He freaked out more so than we've really seen in recent history. He said that the question was a nasty question. He defended his trade strategy, he defended his negotiation strategy, and now folks online are even joking about how this one question could lead America into a possible recession. And you want to know why? Well, because now Donald Trump may double down or triple down on his economic trade policy that has left the economy in shambles when implemented, right? When he implemented reciprocal tariffs across the board, the stock market tanked. If Donald Trump were to double down or triple down on that because he's now being called a chicken on Wall Street, who knows what will happen to the American economy? But that's not all that happened in this back and forth in the Oval Office. And before I continue, please consider supporting my work by clicking the button below and subscribing to my Substack, or sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron, Aaron Parnas, Parnas. We need to bring back fact-based journalism. That's what I'm trying to do each and every day. He was asked today when his administration would resume interviews for foreign student visas, and he seemed confused. He said, "For what?" And then asked, "For the French?" No, it took a while before Donald Trump realized that he was discussing foreign student visas. In addition, he dismissed Elon Musk's criticism of the big, beautiful budget bill, saying that he expects more revisions of the bill once it gets to the United States Senate, that it needed to be this way essentially to get any support on Capitol Hill. So he is dismissing what Elon Musk is saying. In other news, today we learned that Representative Mike Flood, a Republican from Nebraska, during a town hall came under heavy scrutiny. Why? Because he said that he didn't read the full budget bill that he later voted yes on. He was asked by a constituent what he thought about a provision, a paragraph on page 562 and 563 of the big, beautiful budget bill, a provision that essentially made it harder for federal courts to enforce contempt proceedings against the federal government. And his response was, truthfully, I didn't even read it. He didn't read the bill he voted on, folks. The police in the United Kingdom have officially charged Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate with 21 counts of criminal offenses, including rape, human trafficking, and organizing prostitution. Now, Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate are major right-wing influencers. They were actually let into the country under the second Trump administration because even though they were facing similar human trafficking charges in Romania. Today, Trump was asked whether he would consider a pardon of an individual who conspired to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer from Michigan. Trump said yes. He said, quote, "I'm going to look into it." He added that he had followed the trial and felt that it seemed unfair, calling it, quote, "somewhat of a railroad job," and noting that, quote, "some people said some stupid things." Donald Trump further said that he will take 2 weeks to decide if Russian President Vladimir Putin is genuinely interested in solving the crisis, the war in Ukraine, putting an end to it. It seems like he's just kicking the can down the road once again. Initially, it was, I'm going to get this done in 24 hours. Then I'm going to get this done in 100 days. Now I'm going to give Putin 2 more weeks to try to see whether or not he actually wants peace. And I bet you, and I will predict right now, Putin doesn't actually care about peace much. Today, we learned from Axios that Stephen Miller, the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, and Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, have urged ICE to supercharge immigration arrests, pushing for a target of 3,000 detentions per day. Linda McMahon, the Department of Education Secretary, stated that universities should be allowed to conduct research as long as they follow the law and align with the goals of this current administration. The Trump administration has shut down the State Department's Office of Analytic Outreach, which had served as a link between government officials and outside experts, think tanks, academics, and research institutions. Donald Trump is planning on asking Congress to approve approximately $9.4 billion in spending cuts. Now, that may seem like a lot, but according to Bloomberg, that is far short of where Donald Trump and Elon Musk had told the public that they would be. Elon Musk said he was going to cut $175 billion as part of Doge. Looks like only $9 billion were cut. And that $175 billion number was even watered down from $1 trillion worth of cuts that was the original goal. Today, Donald Trump pardoned a lot of people outside of Todd and Julie Chrisley. He pardoned John Rowland, the former governor of Connecticut, who has multiple criminal convictions, the rapper Kentrell Golden, Kevin Eric Baisden, Mark Bashaw, Tanner Manziel, John Moore Jr., and Michael Grimm. RFK Jr. has said that he may prohibit federal scientists from publishing in major medical journals like the New England Journal of Medicine and JAMA, which he called, quote, corrupt and influenced by pharmaceutical companies. And Donald Trump has announced that he will be nominating his personal attorney, Emile Beauvais, who is currently a Justice Department official, to serve as an appellate judge on the powerful Third Circuit Court of Appeals and have lifetime tenure on this court, potentially setting Beauvais up for a Supreme Court nomination if Donald Trump gets a pick this time around. Spread the word. If you want to support my work, click the button below, become a paid subscriber today, or send a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas, and I'll see you in the morning.